Like I'm Mr. Old Streets, yeah. Back when I did.
Ready, MP.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
As the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team. And he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
Well, how can you not be impressed by MP's performance lately after he sort of called himself out, claiming that he needed to elevate his game? For him, it's not just about being an all-star. It's about being the best in the conference at his position. Now, you can see the fire he's playing with. He's flat out destroying his competition. The only question now is, can he keep it going?
So here are the Jazz starting five. They've got Thompson. And it's Filipowski in at the 5 spot. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Here's Shaw. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Here's Shaw. 15 in his last outing. Inside. Here's Freeman. Eason pulls it in. Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree. Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
Walker with a steal. And here's the fast break. From downtown, counted from distance. Walker's got 10.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Now here's Doncic. Turns in an outstanding game against Memphis. Thompson with it. Now Doncic defending. Out to the wing. Here's Freeman. Offline with a three.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Again, the Lakers.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
He gets it in there.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Walker for three. They get it back. Pass to connect. From deep. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Connect. He's got 13.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Down low. Here's Shaw. Rebound by the Lakers. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row. Oh! Highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Gets the three to fall. Walker's got 18.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Jazz trail by 16. That's tipped. Takes it inside. And the jam by Walker.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Lakers. Bassey, he's checked in for Duren. Portis comes in for Eason. And it's Dort in for Doncic. George scanning the floor. Pass to Smith. Throws it up high. Dort with a steal. Now here's Walker. 20 points for him. Dort outside. Portis for three. And another three for the Lakers.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Sexton. Back to George. Looking to end the run. Utah with another miss. Right side Walker. Corner shot. No good there.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They're feeling great. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Walker out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Grizzlies delivered in a major way. He ended with 15 points, and he really showed up on the defensive end as well, using all of his versatility. And his team, they're on fire. In the midst of a strong stretch, they're looking to keep it up tonight. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
Basket counts.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
George outside. Pass to Shaw to stop the run. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
George against Walker. Shoots over George. And again, it's the Lakers.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Here's Shaw. Outside, Williams. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Connects checked in for Los Angeles. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Thompson comes in for Sexton. And Walker's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Shaw. Oh!
Wow!
And he jams it home with authority.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Shaw. Williams with it. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Now Walker. Launches it. The shot won't fall. 1:42 left in the second period. George for 3. On target from range. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Walker for 3. They get it back. Eason. The shot that time not on target.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
The 3 ball. And Walker with the 3. Walker's got 39.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
George finds Williams. Here's Shaw, defended by Eason. 4-3. Shaw misses. The Lakers have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. George against Walker. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Doncic is checked in for Dort. Here's Freeman. Walker covering. That one goes. Count it. Freeman's got his second basket of the game.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Los Angeles running away with it. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint. But when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively.
And next up, we have the award winners. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Filipowski, and it's Freeman in at the 1. Yep, that one's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Unloads. Second chance shot. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Doncic.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Nice shot by Walker.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Filipowski. No made baskets yet. A shot to stop the run. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Back to Eason. The 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And one thing we know we'll see, Jalen Duren giving his all on the glass, Dan.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the best per-minute rebounders in this league, and it's what the team needs for him. But he's also become a very good finisher around the basket. They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
You look at Walker. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated. Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Freeman. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Outside Walker. Launches a 3. Thompson pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. 1:51 left in the third quarter.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
The drive by Walker. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
The Jazz making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect. They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-6 run. Dort finds Walker. No good with the triple. Utah has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Freeman misses. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. And got it! Another basket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Walker for 3. Another one goes! Incredible! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
The ball's knocked loose. Walker with a steal. He's got a clear path. Oh, swiped away. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And the basket by Shaw. Shaw's got 13.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Oh, connects again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And the basket by Freeman.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Los Angeles, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
You earned that one.
solid effort tonight on both ends.
Competitive sport players are evaluating year-round games and off-court activities. There's always someone to watch. Colleges, universities.
People have games, but college scouts. I like the idea of watching the
Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago ones?
All right, baby. Let's get down.
The world-famous Las Vegas sign on the south side of the Strip.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And over these past weeks, the excitement has been building for the NBA Cup. I mean, it's palpable. Now, here we are in the West semifinals. The final step before the championship game.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line here than your regular season contest. A win here tonight for one of these teams means a ticket to the championship. And while this game tonight will count as a regular season win or loss, the championship, that's an entirely unique game outside the regular season schedule.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Jalen Williams is out there with Ward. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now here's Walker. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. Launches a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Walker's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence.
And the dunk by Wallace.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Walker. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein inside, defended by Duren. Great defense that time from Duren. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Los Angeles.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Los Angeles. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. Oh!
Yeah. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Hardaway kicks to Rush. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Thunder coming to this one after the win against Phoenix. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against Denver delivered quite a performance. He had an impressive number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Just a fantastic night for him, the kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Thunder trailing by 9. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Walker with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Out to Hardaway. Here's the 3. And it's Hardaway again missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Shots good by Walker.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Thunder trailing by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Stewart. Portis against Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Farrell. Ward comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Jalen Williams is checked in for Rush. And Wallace subbed in for Hardaway.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Walker. From downtown. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wallace, the pass to Ward. Now Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Wallace inside. Guarded by Doncic. Doncic knocks it away. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Charles Massey, he's checked in for the Lakers.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Hartenstein with the screen on Doncic. To the middle. To halt the run. Rebounded by the Lakers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Lakers. And this is a good time to show you some of the league's most disruptive defenders over the past month, the steal leaders at the small forward. Second, Jalen Williams.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
Just a great job of anticipation. These guys defend the entire court in transition, in the half-court set. It doesn't matter. They're out there agitating, disrupting, doing everything they can to unsettle an opposing offense.
And here's Walker outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Williams. Wallace with a screen for Williams. And the professor picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
15 seconds left in the second quarter. Hardaway against Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some...
Bunch of road games coming up. This could be a good challenge for them.
Yeah, it could bond these guys together, help team chemistry. Depends on... Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Thunder.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's BWT. And for those who aren't familiar with BWT, that stands for Better Win Tonight, win or go.
And that is it for half.
We are just one half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Walker out there with Doncic. Then it's Connect. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Love that attitude growing by... The Lakers shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Farrell. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Rush in at the 3 spot. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
There's Walker with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got 37.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the paint, here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
And Walker's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the Lakers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Farrell for three. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell for three. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, you can't let Powell find shots at the arc like that, especially when he's got that kind of rhythm.
Thunder have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Farrell. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Hardaway, no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Rejected by Walker, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Baisley's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Farrell. Ward comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Hardaway. Inside, it's stolen by Hartenstein. Will it go? Williams' shot is off.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Goes up at the stripe. The Thunder pull it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Walker's got 43 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Ward. To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker with some nice D.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Walker.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Williams sets a screen for Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pass to Ward. Walker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Great look, but off the mark.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And stolen by Wallace. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes good on the layup.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
From deep, Walker. And good. He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
MP, it's an honor. I'm Chris Matthews. Welcome to the Art of Shooting.
What's up, Chris? I heard you're the best shooting coach around, and I'm trying to work on getting to my spots so my shot is automatic, you know what I mean? Chris, what's up?
Yo, MP, you ready to start working on your... Come on, MP. We're going to have to push a little harder than we did today.